Women empowerment, Mahila Shashaktikaran. What picture comes to your mind when you think of these words, heavy words? Women in a boardroom? Yes. So, is this it? What do you think about these pictures? Do you think these women were also empowered? Let me simplify this for you by telling you two short stories. The first story is of a woman who was born in a small village in the year 1992. Her great grandmother, before independence, sent two of her sons to the best English medium schools and got them married to educated girls. Her grandmother, who was a scholar of Ramayana, also started a dairy business from home in the year 1970. Her mother, in the year 1990, at the age of 32, became the youngest politician to head 62 villages as Janpad Panchayat Adhyaksh and changed lives of more than 500 women in the villages. Her mother-in-law supports her in all her dreams and aspirations. Ladies and gentlemen, that girl is me, Umang Sridhar, who went on to become the Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia honoree in the year 2019 at the age of 26. Yes, I was also one of the only women who interacted with Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji during the MP Startup Policy launch. And currently, our company is training more than 5,000 women, self-help group women in Chhattisgarh. And we have already trained more than 700 women in Madhya Pradesh. And we aim to train at least 1 million women in next 10 years to start their entrepreneurship journey. The journey of empowerment started in my family 100 years ago. So I stand tall on the shoulders of these women who did not just fight for their rights, but took education and skill and confidence as tool for empowerment. Now, the second story that I want to share with you, and I'm sure you must all know Devi Ahilyabai Holkar. But do you know when was she born? Anybody? It was 18th century. The year was 1725. Yes, 300 years ago, a woman who started a small craft business, bringing few weavers from Maharashtra to Madhya Pradesh. Today, this craft provides employment to more than 10,000 people in that village and continues to grow and empower a lot of women there. Let's dive deeper into empowerment. What is empowerment? Empowerment is a process of enabling any individual through knowledge, skill, confidence, and providing equal opportunities to fulfill their dreams. Now, if I say, who of these two women that you look at the screen look more empowered to you? The urban graduate or the rural farmer? Who do you think is more empowered? I mean, the look of it says the urban graduate. But let me share their personal stories. The urban graduate here is studying something that her father wants her to study, is only going to work when her husband will allow her to work. Dear, that is not empowerment. The empowerment is the woman smiling, holding her grains very strongly. This is a woman who's definitely not very educated, but is very, very skilled at her craft. She goes to the field every day, earns money for her family, and comes back and gives back to its community, to her family, and especially to her children. And this is what empowerment does. Empowerment gives financial independence, it gives confidence, it gives equal opportunities, and most importantly, it gives a right to make independent choices. Now, there are different tools of women empowerment that I want to talk about. And two of the most important tools is education and financial independence. And why I am stressing so much on education or skill development in that case, because education or skill development ends the cycle of poverty. It and when the woman is educated, she actually improves the health of her family and in turn adds to the economy. And that is the most important tool. When a woman is educated, she's also financially independent. And the woman, when she is financially independent, the studies have shown that every woman who earns extra for her family invest more in her children's education, in their health and nutrition. I will explain this to you by taking a small example. I'm sure you must remember that I was sharing that we as a company have trained more than 700 women in Madhya Pradesh. Out of those 700 women, 150 women, after taking the right training program, have started their own businesses. Smallest of the business, just an Instagram page and selling their products all over the world. This has actually risen their income by 300%. So if a woman was earning 5,000 rupees before taking the training program, is now actually earning 15,000 rupees. And this extra money in her hand has in result actually made her invest in the education of her children and especially girl child. I have seen many of our women have sent their daughters to prestigious colleges like NID and NIFT to become future fashion designers. And that's what an empowered woman does. She changes the generations which come ahead of her. While, of course, there is a progress, but there are many challenges in the field of women empowerment. And the biggest barrier in this field is gender equality, gender discrimination. Do you all feel that? I mean, even in the most sophisticated families, sometimes we are told, बेटा आप घर से नहीं जा सकती हो, भैया के बिना कहीं भी नहीं जा सकती हो. Have we all felt that in our families? Yeah? Yes, this happens in the most sophisticated families also, where we are told that we cannot do certain things because we are women. So, this mindset is the biggest challenge in women empowerment. Oh, the second one, societal norms. लड़कियां घर का काम करती हुई अच्छी लगती हैं, लड़कियां मेकअप करती हुई अच्छी लगती हैं, लड़कियों के लिए ये सेट इंडस्ट्रीज हैं जहां उन्हें काम करना चाहिए, एजुकेशन, बैंकिंग, मेकअप आर्टिस्ट बन जाओ, आजकल ये नया ट्रेंड चला है. Why? Why can't women also be CFOs, CEOs, scientists, technologists, everything that they want to be? So we have to break these societal norms, and this is one of the biggest problems or challenges during women empowerment. Yes, absolute problem is that lack of resources, access of lack of resources. Women do not have equal access to resources. I mean, when I had to start business, I actually had to go to my mother to ask for money. Yes, my mother was my first investor. She invested in my company, gave me the first seed fund, and said that go, ja beta ja, ji le apni zindagi. Yes, this has been my dream story, but I know it is not true for everybody else. Women find it very difficult to actually gather those resources to actually complete their education. क्योंकि ऐसा बोला जाता है कि बेटा अब तुमने मास्टर्स कर ली, इसके आगे की पढ़ाई रहने देते हैं, शादी कर लो, शादी के बाद कर लेना. So, ये शादी के बाद कर लेना is something which is an hindrance for women's growth. As individuals, what can we do? I mean, of course, we blame it on to the society. We say कि इन्होंने ऐसा किया था, सरकार कुछ नहीं कर रही. But what do we do? So the story starts within. I can teach my daughters, sons in future to actually practice gender equality. Yes, I will have to tell my future generations that women and men are equal. I have to also support women led businesses. And you all have to do the same, even big or small, whatever small contribution you can make and support women businesses, please do. Uphold women's rights. It's very, very important. Even the women are not aware of their own rights. It's very important to advocate for policies that actually promote women's rights. And we have to challenge the stereotypes. ये जो लड़कियों जैसी बातें हैं ना, ये हमें थोड़ी ज़्यादा करनी पड़ेंगी. ये औरतों की तरह रहना हमें ज़्यादा करना पड़ेगा, so that it becomes normal. And all of us are very, very proud to be women, always and forever. I mean, let's end this whole talk by quoting the most famous Michelle Obama. No country can ever truly flourish if it stifles the potential of its women and deprives itself of the contributions of half of its citizens. Yes, when women are empowered, they don't just empower themselves, they empower their children, their communities, and the future generations. Because as it is said, women don't just empower herself or changes her world, she changes the world. Thank you so much.